Kia ora team, welcome back to Cody Literacy Learning for week 10, episode 2 on reports. So just to recap what we looked at yesterday, remember our WALT, we're looking to identify and understand the purpose, structure and language features of a report. So what is the purpose of a report? Can you remember? Yeah, good. So the purpose is to inform, right? So to give your reader lots of information about a topic that they either don't know much about or don't know anything about, right? So remember, reports organize and store information. We read them to find out more information, and we write them to give information to others. What I want you to do is watch the video and have a listen on the notes.
The purpose of an information report is to present factual information on a given subject. There's a particular structure we need to follow and certain language features we need to use when writing one. We'll start by looking at the structure. By following the correct structure of an information report, we make it easy for the reader to understand the information we're presenting. This is the basic structure of an information report: title, introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. The introduction gives an overview of what the reader can expect to learn from reading the report. It includes a brief outline of the subtopics within the report. Here's an information report on sea turtles. Let's take a closer look at the introduction. We can see from the title and the introduction that this report will focus on threats to sea turtles. Further on in the introduction, it gives a brief outline of the threats the report will include. An introduction should also include a hook, that is, something to catch the reader's attention. This could be an interesting fact, statistic, or even a question. Let's go back to the threats to sea turtles introduction. The author has used this alarming statistic to hook the reader. After the introduction come the body paragraphs. Each body paragraph focuses on its own subtopic. Let's say we were writing an information report on rainforests. We might decide to give information about the animals that live in rainforests, the plants, and the different layers of a rainforest. Each of these subtopics would need its own paragraph in the body of our report. Let's take a closer look at what a body paragraph is. Body paragraphs often have subheadings. Subheadings make it easy for the reader to navigate the report and find information quickly. Each body paragraph needs a topic sentence. A topic sentence is a sentence that tells the main idea of the paragraph. The rest of the paragraph provides more details and examples, all focused on the subtopic. Let's take a closer look at one of these body paragraphs. Body paragraph 3, layers. Here is the subheading, layers of a rainforest. Here is the topic sentence, rainforests have 4 main layers. Just like the subheading, this signals to the reader what the paragraph is about. The rest of the paragraph provides details and examples, all focused on the subtopic, layers of a rainforest. Information reports can have many body paragraphs. They should be ordered logically. Which subtopic does it make sense to place first? Last? Perhaps some of the subtopics make sense to be placed together. After the body paragraphs comes the conclusion. The conclusion should briefly summarize what the reader has learnt. No new information should be introduced. Let's take another look at the report Threats to Sea Turtles, specifically the conclusion paragraph. No new information has been introduced here, and we can see that it wraps up the main idea of the report for the reader. Sometimes the conclusion might leave the reader with something to think about. The author of this report has done that here.
Cool, so let's recap. What is the structure of a report? So remember, always begins with an introduction. So an introduction includes an overview of what's going to be in the report, so just the basic information around what the report's about. A brief outline of the subtopics within the report, so the different things that the report's going to cover, such as, I don't know, if you're talking about a lion, it might be what it looks like. It might cover, another subtopic might be what it eats or what it hunts. Another subtopic might be where it lives. And every good introduction includes a hook. All right, so these are like interesting facts, statistics, or questions. Cool. Then we have supporting paragraphs. Okay, so after the introduction, you have supporting paragraphs, and these are what your subtopics are. All right, these are what each paragraph is talking about. So, for example, here, one paragraph, so one body paragraph, should include a subheading, which helps the reader to navigate the report or know what that paragraph is going to be about. Remember, it should have a topic sentence, which tells the main idea of the paragraph. So what people can read the topic sentence and know what the paragraph is going to talk about. And then it includes more details and examples about that subheading. And finally, they have a conclusion. So the conclusion includes, or so conclusion summarizes what the reader has learnt throughout the report, and we need to make sure that no new information is given in the conclusion. Cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read some more report examples and try and see if we can figure out the structures within this report. Cool. So this here is a simple report, about a year 3-4 level, about blue whales. So at the end, we're going to try and answer these questions. All right. What I want you to do is pause the video here, read through the story, and then see if we can answer these questions. All right. Let's go over the answers. So what is the title of the report? Well, says it there, blue whale. What is the main point given in the introduction? Well, let's have a look. This first paragraph should be the introduction. So blue whales are the largest and loudest animal in the world. They can reach almost 30 meters long. Their heart is the size of a small car. So what do you think the main point that's given in the introduction? Good. Yeah, so it talks about how big the blue whale is. And it gives some comparisons as to how long they are. So they can reach almost 30 meters long. Their heart is the size of a small car. So that makes you gives you a visual idea of how big a blue whale is. What is the hook given in the introduction? Remember, the hook is a statistic, a question, or a really interesting fact. So you might say that the hook is that they can reach almost 30 meters long. I would say that the hook is that their heart is the size of a small car, because it really hooks you in and makes you understand just how big a blue whale is. What is the topic sentence of each supporting paragraph? Well, let's have a look. Blue whales often live alone, but they will form groups to breed and feed. Topic sentence. So what do we think that paragraph's going to be about? Maybe how blue whales live. Next paragraph. Blue whales are a type of baleen whale. So that's a topic sentence. So I think this paragraph's going to tell us all about what blue whales, what type of blue whales there are, and what a baleen whale is. Yeah. So this means they have long, narrow plates instead of teeth. They use these like a strainer to eat. So it actually tells us that they're a baleen whale and what a baleen whale means. Topic sentence again for the third paragraph. Blue whales are various shades of bluey grey with slightly lighter underbellies. Okay, topic sentence, it gives us some information around what they look like. So I think this paragraph is going to tell us all about what they look like. They sometimes have other coloured spots on their upper bodies. More information about what they look like. They have small dorsal fins. Cool. Last paragraph or conclusion. Blue whales were once hunted for meat and their fat. Cool. So obviously this paragraph might tell us why they were hunted or what they were hunted for, which is called blubber. Whaling was banned when they came close to extinction. What does the conclusion state about blue whales? That they were hunted and went close to extinction, but now that it's banned. Another example of a report. This is another simple report aimed at about a year 3 to 4 level, but this one is obviously about orca. Cool. So what I want you to do is pause the video here, have a read through, and then see if you can answer these questions. Cool, so let's have a look. What is the title of the report? The title is Orca. What does the introduction say about orca? Well, it tells us that orca are also known as killer whales. It tells us that they're actually dolphins. And it tells us that they're found all around the world, including in New Zealand. What is the hook given in the introduction? Well, this is a tough one. So remember, hook is something really interesting that's trying to hook us in. For me, the thing that hooked me in was this, that they're actually dolphins. Because I wonder why then they're called killer whales, if they're actually dolphins. Made it really interesting. Next question. What does each supporting paragraph explain? Write a subheading for each. Okay, so this one has a topic sentence that says, orca are black and white. Their dorsal fins are very tall and reach higher than a metre. Orca often swim to the top of the water and slap their flippers. So I think that this paragraph is telling us all about what orca look like and what they do. So that could be a subheading. What orca look like and what they do. This paragraph starts with the topic sentence, orca have pointed teeth and powerful jaws which they use when hunting food. They dig stingrays from the muddy sea floor. Orca eat a range of food including other sea mammals and sharks. Again, a subheading for this could be hunting food, because I think it talks all about how they eat and how they hunt for their food and what they eat. So it could be hunting or hunting food or what they eat. Next paragraph, it's only a short sentence, but it's still classed as a paragraph. They are not hunted for food by any other animal. Cool, so subheading for that could be predators. And it tells us that they don't have any predators because they're not hunted for food by any other animal. Cool. Does this report include a conclusion? Could you write one for this report? Does it have a conclusion? No. This is another paragraph that tells us that they usually travel in groups called pods. Cool. So you could try and write a conclusion for this report. So this is a simple report, remember? For year 7 and 8, we would expect you to have more information. So, what I want you to do from here on, there are 2 more reports that you can read. I want you to go through, have a read of the reports. This one you can see is all about spiders. So, pause the video, read through the report, right, and answer these questions. And again, do it for the next one. This is an advanced report. This is probably more a year 7 and 8 one for your level. This one's all about kiwi. Again, read the report, see if you can answer these questions in your book. Copy the questions down, answer them in your book. Alright, I want you to have a go at planning your own report. Have another go, alright? So you're going to do the same thing. Number 1, choose an animal you know lots about. Then you don't have to do as much research. So choose an animal that you already know lots and lots about. Then I want you to choose a planning template on the next few pages to help you plan a report. Complete a plan for your animal report. So it's just the plan. Fill out the plan. Cool. Upload your completed plan to Hero and you'll be done. Well done.